foundations of research and her consistency of concluding recommendations with succinct reviews of research. You'll also notice that she recognizes the limitations of research, as when she uses phrases such as, though there is always more to investigate, and as I write this, and to my knowledge. This tentativeness is typical of actual scientists, but unfortunately not typical of many who claim to speak for the science of reading. There are a few other things I want to make sure you know about the author of this remarkable book. Although she is deeply informed by research, Julia's writing is highly accessible, and her recommendations are eminently practical. Julia draws on the wisdom of practice as well as on research. You will notice that she refers to specific observations of and interactions with practitioners that have influenced her thinking, and it will be clear to you that she herself has been a classroom teacher. Unlike many voices in the reading education space, Julia isn't trying to sell you a program, and she isn't trying to make you feel like you need to sign up for her professional development services. On the contrary, she aims to provide enough information within the book to get you well on the way to more effective foundational skills instruction, as well as to empower you with references to other trustworthy books and free resources. You have in your hands a great opportunity to grow in the way you teach foundational skills for reading. So, leave being on a side to next weekend's ball game, reserve camps for summer vacation, and get ready to align with research. Introduction. Has scrolling social media these days made you want to cancel it? Have new state or district mandates made you think about finding a new career? Has the dramatic range of reading needs among your students made you wonder how you can possibly give all of them what they need? If so, you're not alone. Barely a day goes by without journalists, podcasters, policymakers, and others coming up with new ideas about education. We can see from a mile away that some of those ideas are not going to impact us or our students positively. Others, though, do make us pause and reevaluate our practices. As exhausting and confusing as it can be to separate good ideas from not-so-good ones, it is something we need to do as professionals. In recent years, many of those ideas have focused on early reading instruction. In response to staggering statistics about the percent of American fourth graders who are proficient readers, about 35% according to the 2019 National Assessment of Educational Progress in Reading, and stories questioning current methods for teaching reading, for example, those told in Emily Hanford's 2018 audio documentary, Hard Words, Why Aren't Our Kids Being Taught to Read?, there has been tremendous demand for changes in foundational reading instruction. Researchers, teachers, parent advocates, and state legislators have been justifiably fighting for more scientifically based reading instruction, especially in foundational skills, the basic skills needed to read words. But like any fight, this one is messy. It's hard to know who is truly right at any given moment and what is important to embrace and what isn't. A little about this book. In this book, I attempt to rise above the messiness or above the fray and help you focus on what the best of practice and the best of research tell us about instruction. Rather than fuel the fire, I'll get down to the question that's on all our minds. What do I need to know and do tomorrow and next week and next month to make sure my students can and want to read? Let's take a deep breath together and leave the noise behind. Above the fray, we'll create readers together. This book is organized around 3 critical ideas. 1. Foundational skills are necessary for decoding, and decoding is necessary for fluency and comprehension. 2. Foundational skills must be taught with a clear purpose in mind. 3. To become proficient in word recognition, children need skills beyond those for decoding one-syllable words. In chapters 1 and 2, I make a case for the necessity of decoding. In chapters 3 to 7, I get into the nitty-gritty of teaching individual foundations.